Hello there, today once again I have LEGO Transformers Prime. This time it is Dreadwing. I think I did a very good job on Dreadwing's jet mode, but well, one thing you might notice, well obviously, these fins aren't all the way at the back where they're supposed to be. I think back here somewhere, whatever, it's close enough. This has to be like that for robot mode, kind of. And the booster isn't all the way back, but this is good enough. So yeah, it's a pretty clean jet mode. Here's the bottom. You can see its head, and it's actually pretty clean. And the undercarriage actually is pretty minimal. I really like that, especially because it becomes a really chunky figure when it gets into robot mode. So yeah, that's already Dreadwing in his jet mode, so let's already get to the size comparisons. Here's how long he is next to the LEGO stud scale. Here he is next to some minifigures, core class and commander class. And here he is next to some vehicles, and he's a pretty big jet, as jets should be. All right, we're already doing the transformation, so let's do it. Oh gosh, okay. Rotate the. It's not. Also, I'm proud to say there's only one part in this figure that likes to pop off, and it's still not that it's still stable, so that's really good. Flip that I don't know, afterburner. Flip that afterburner up, then rotate it around like that. Then flip these side wings up, and then forward. Oh, that's never popped off before. But yeah, just gonna do that. Rotate those, like that. Then just rotate these wings all the way up. And then next thing we're gonna do, okay, we're gonna fold that arm up like that. So fold his arm out, and then up, yeah, and that's the one part that keeps popping off. Then once it has to be on a one stud connection for it to transform properly. So once you get those arms out of the way, it gives you clearance to rotate. This section around. Just do that. And there you go. That section's rotated around. And once you've got that rotated around, you're gonna flip to the underside. Flip his feet up, and then put his legs in like a standing position. And then, alright, now we flip the camera up, flip these sections that will become the shoulder pads out of the way. And that should give the cockpit enough clearance to rotate all the way down. And you can already see him forming. And now you just need to rotate his arms around, and then up, and then rotate the section that was on the cockpit. Okay, rotate the section on the cockpit around, and then down, and that will become his shoulder pad. And now, as you can see, Dreadwing is starting to take shape, but before we finish him off, we're gonna rotate him to the back, and on these spinning pieces in here, just gonna slide that up, and it should stay in place. and then adjust the wings. I think his wings are supposed to be this high. Maybe they're also supposed to be lower. Maybe they should be lower, but like this. But that just doesn't look that good. So the transformation is putting them up here. And there you go. That is Dreadwing in his robot mode. And the only reason why it keeps falling apart is because this leg piece is just that knee bend is really loose, which means he's going to collapse backward, which is unfortunate since he has a really big backpack. But these fins that are in the vehicle mode, they act as heel spurs in this mode. They do help support it, and it is not hard to get him standing, but you know, this piece up here loves to fall off. So it's not hard to get him standing. It's also not hard to topple him over. We just have it like that. No, this is better. And once again, I think I've already said this, but here's Dreadwing in his finished robot mode. As we rotate him around, as you can see, he doesn't really have a stomach. But, you know, it's not really bothersome. And, you know, his head is mounted a little bit back. But honestly, from the front, you don't really even notice it. It doesn't really bother me either way. And the backpack, I got mostly accurate. These wings are supposed to be mounted higher along with the jetpack, or the afterburner, and the wings are in the right configuration. And basically, I got the backpack as accurate as you can get at this scale. And I think I got a lot of things accurate in this scale. Even though he's supposed to have gold instead of yellow. I just didn't have these pieces in gold. These are the only pieces I had gold, which were for his face. So yeah, that's Dreadwing in his robot mode. Articulation, he can do a full elbow bend. Shoulders on ball joints along with the shoulder pads. His head can swivel, but you know, Ratchet syndrome. He has a knee bend, but they only go that far due to how it transforms. Then, you know, hips are on ball joints. And technically, due to the part that keeps popping off, he has a slight waist swivel. You know, it's very slight. Doesn't really do anything useful. And that's all the articulation. Oh, it's already 8 minutes? Okay. Let me just speed through this. Obviously, I made his gun, so you have that. Has this sword, it's the same piece as Wheeljack's sword. Just tab that in, now he has a sword. But it can also clip in down here on his gun like it's supposed to be. And it can tab into his arm, and it is underslung like he does in the show. The connection isn't very good. But, you know, he has it, but these aren't his only accessories. Yeah, this looks kind of awkward now that I'm looking at it. It should be mounted a little bit back. Let me fix that. And that looks a bit better. And even though it isn't accurate, at least I added it unlike the original Transformers Prime figure. Also, it looks pretty cool. He has kind of like elbow sword, I guess. Elbow sword gun. Elbow sword machine gun. That's really, it's really cool, I guess you could say. And he also comes with 2 of his little mine bomb things. They're really simple to build. Of course, at this scale, I couldn't make it more accurate than what you're seeing right here. So, yeah, that's his accessories. And it's actually been a while since I've had 6 accessories for a Transformer. So that's cool. Here's Dreadwing with Core Class, Commander Class, and minifigures. Here he is next to Stud Scale, and he is basically the same height as Megatron. I guess that's as good as it gets, considering how tall Starscream is. Here's Dreadwing with some Cyberverse figures. And here is Dreadwing next to his model.